Now we're drawing about 19 amps per hour as we move along. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by the channel. If you've been watching my channel lately, you're probably wondering, why is Brian reviewing another battery? Well, the main reason is that my trolling motor kept shutting off on me while I was on Lake St. Clair, and I had no idea why. Was the battery running out on me because I was drawing more amps than I thought I was during long runs? Was the battery overheating and shutting down due to improper wiring that was already pre-installed on my Kayak? Thanks to this new battery, I know the answer, and now I'll have peace of mind every time I'm out on the water. This is the Bluetooth-enabled Orion 1000 battery from Goldenmate, and I'm already absolutely in love with it, guys. First of all, let's get to the basics for those of you who may be new to lithium batteries. Why should you choose a lithium over, say, a lead-acid battery? Well, cutting-edge lithium batteries like these utilize lithium phosphate technology, offering unparalleled reliability. And compared to traditional lead-acid batteries, they're remarkably lightweight. They boast an extended lifespan over 5,000 cycles, and they significantly reduce the environmental impact. So let's open the box and see what we got. Alright guys, so starting off, this battery is very well packaged. As you can see, we get a parallel communication cable, which you'll use if you're going to connect multiple batteries in parallel or series. Now, I'm not going to be doing that, but if you own a larger bass boat or RUV and you're planning to run batteries in parallel, that's a great feature, and it makes this battery very versatile. We have a BMS cable, so if you're working with an inverter that can control your BMS, that is cool as well. Speaking of BMS, this battery is equipped with a sophisticated battery management system that prioritizes safety. It safeguards against potential hazards such as short circuits, overcurrent, overvoltage, and overheating, ensuring peace of mind during use. So that's nice because nobody wants a fire on their boat while they're trying to enjoy a day out on the water. We have some connectors that will go onto the battery right here. And we have a detailed instruction manual that tells you a little bit more about the battery. It shows you how to run your batteries in parallel. It explains everything you'll see on the LCD display, and it will also show you how to download the Goldenmate app. Alright guys, so here's the battery, and as you can see, it has a really unique design. If looks and aesthetics are important to you, then you are not going to be disappointed because this battery is the best looking battery out there, period. The most impressive thing about this battery, and without question the feature that separates it from all the competition, is the touchscreen LCD display on the top of the battery. It just looks amazing, guys, and it's very responsive. This display is going to show you your battery percentage when the battery is not in use. Also, when you're charging your battery or using the battery, it'll show you what your input or output wattage is in live time. This is also where you'll find the high and low temperature protection icons, and it's where you'll see the low battery alarm. This battery is very well laid out and has some very nice built-in handles to carry it. If you watched some of my other reviews on lithium batteries, you would have noticed that those ones had thin plastic handles or nylon straps that made me nervous because if those break and the battery lands on my foot, well, that's a broken foot, and it's hard to launch a kayak with a cast on your foot. In the front here, you pop these rubber grommets out, and here's your communication ports. Again, I'm not going to be using these, but it's a terrific feature. I'm not going to be tearing this battery down. However, what's nice about this battery is that if you want to, you can easily get inside of the battery by popping off these rubber tabs on the top and removing the screws. The other batteries I own, well, if I want to get inside of any of those for any reason, I need a saw to cut them open. On the bottom of this battery, you have these 4 rubberized pads, and these things work very well. And in fact, you want to know how well they work? Well, when I was setting up the camera to shoot this entire video, I tried to slide this battery on this counter here, and it would not budge. Check this out. I can literally push a good percentage of my body weight against this battery, and it doesn't move. Eat your heart out, Phil Swift. Measurements on the battery itself. It's exactly 13 inches wide. The depth is 6 3/4 inches, and the height to the top, not including the battery terminals, is 8 1/2 inches. So depending on the size you're looking for, this would be great for your kayak, as it has pretty standard dimensions for a 100 amp hour battery. Now the Orion 1000 does come in at 30 pounds, which is 6 pounds heavier than my comparable sized 100 amp hour battery that I tested before, and it's 8 pounds heavier than the mini 100 amp hour battery that I tested. So you just need to take that into consideration. So let's talk about the main reason that I picked up this battery, and that would be, of course, for its Bluetooth capabilities. First, you'll need to download the Goldenmate app, which is a breeze. You can search for it in the App Store if you want. However, if you just scan the QR code provided in the instructions, it'll take you right to the app. Once you're in the app, it's very easy to find your battery and pair it to your phone. You don't need to have some kind of account with Goldenmate or log in every time you want to check the status of your battery. My buddy Jay from Bearded Dad Fishing recently picked up a Bluetooth battery, but for his, every time he wants to check the status, he needs to log in with his account. That just sounds like a very big pain in the butt to me. Once you're in the app, you'll see the battery life percentage on the top with a pretty cool looking icon that's spinning. The app is also going to show you the current voltage. It will show you the current, which is how many amps are either being input or output at the time. It will show you the power, which is how many watts are being input or output at the time. And a pretty cool feature it has is called endurance time, which will show me approximately how long my battery could run if I were to maintain the same level of power on my trolling motor. Also, if you scroll to the bottom, it'll show you the temperature of the battery in both Celsius and Fahrenheit. And remember, this battery has both high and low temperature protection. One thing that I absolutely love about having the Bluetooth app for this battery is that I don't have to constantly be checking to see if this is fully charged or not. I charge this thing in the basement right here actually, so I can be upstairs watching TV, watching a baseball game, and I know my battery's charging. I'm wondering, hey, is it done yet? Well, I can just be sitting on the couch, go onto the app from upstairs, and I can still see what the battery percentage is. I don't need to run all the way downstairs. In fact, this has worked all the way up to the second story of my house with this battery in the basement. Now, that's about the max because sometimes it doesn't work on the second story, but just being able to be on my main floor and check the status of the charge, that's amazing to me, guys. Now let me show you a little bit of the on-the-water portion of the testing that I did for this battery. Alright guys, as you can see, I got the Orion 1000 from Goldenmate underneath the hood of the boat. As you can see, this thing has no problem powering my 45-pound thrust Minn Kota in the back there. Cruising along. Not as quick as that guy, but cruising along. And yeah, works phenomenal, man. No issues at all. Alright guys, and one of the main things I love about this battery is when I'm out on the water, I always know exactly how much power I have left. It's not a guessing game anymore. So all I got to do is I got to go into my app. And I see the battery on my app. Click on the battery. And I've been fishing for a little bit today. I haven't been really moving around. And I can see I got 93% battery. And another thing I really like about this is as I start moving, you'll see that the current, one click, is about, I'm losing about 8 amps an hour at level 1. Level 2, that draws about 10.7 amps an hour. Level 3, I'm at about 15.1 amps per hour. Fourth click, now we're drawing about 19 amps per hour as we move along. And now the big jump to the fifth click. I learned this the hard way when I ran out of battery, because now we're drawing about 18.6, 19 amps, but when I do the next click, the fastest power, now all of a sudden we're drawing 38 amps per hour. So this is very helpful. This battery, without this Bluetooth battery, I would have no idea how many amps per hour I was drawing. Obviously you can buy tools that do that, expensive tools that can show you, how many amps your battery is drawing or how many amps your motor is drawing. But this battery, it's built in and at a great price. So I've been out here all day. I've been ecstatic about this battery. I was also out on the water yesterday. I used it a lot more. And at the end of the day, I could tell that I was at about 64% battery life left. So really, really happy about this battery, guys, as far as the on-the-water testing goes. So in closing, guys, this product is a very cost-effective solution if you're in the market for a new battery. When compared to lead-acid batteries and other comparable lithium batteries, this product stands out as the most economical choice. You truly get so many great features at an amazing price point. So whether you're embracing off-grid living, opting for clean energy, or simply seeking a reliable power supply, this solution offers unmatched affordability without compromising on quality. If you're interested, I'm going to leave some links and information in the description below, and until next time, guys, tight lines.